Hey guys, TannyGamer 4K here. Welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be taking a look at SuperHot. It was just released today, and I have to say I'm very impressed. So a little backstory on SuperHot. It was developed by SuperHot Team, and surprise, surprise, it was self-published by them as well. It's on Steam today. There's currently 10% off. It's priced normally at $24.99. For what I've seen so far, it is not a bad price. I think one of the biggest things that indie developers have been doing lately is underselling themselves and underpricing themselves. They've definitely added a lot since its early inception, which, if you guys didn't know, it was created during the 7-day FPS challenge back in 2013, where a team of programmers are given 7 days to come up with an entire prototype for a game in 7 days, and then actually code it, actually make this game in 7 days. So let's talk about what makes this game so unique for a minute. And it is very unique. I've never seen this concept before. I've never heard of this concept before. And I never knew how much I wanted this until I actually played it. In this game, time only moves when you do. So if you're standing still, not moving your mouse, not touching anything on your keyboard at all, your character doesn't move. Time doesn't move. Time's completely frozen at that time. However, you move your mouse a little bit, time will move a little bit. Start running around, time's going to pick right back up into real time. So as you're moving, time is changing around you. So I can aim right where this guy's head is, but he's not going to be there by the time I move to let the bullet actually travel to him. The other really cool thing, and I was curious if they were actually going to catch this, was the fact that the gun reloads. So if you fire and then don't move, the gun isn't going to reload at all. It's just going to completely just stop. As you move, the gun slowly reloads. So you can't pause time, fire 4 shots, and then, resume it, and those bullets all go, and you're, GG, welcome to the Matrix. You have to move so the gun reloads, so the shot actually goes. The other interesting thing here is that this is very much a shooter, but it's also a puzzle game, where you'll have 4 or 5 guys come at you at the same time, and you need to figure out how you're going to dodge all these rounds that are coming at you from 4 or 5 different guys, all in slow motion. The next thing that you have to worry about is your gun. You do not have a full magazine in all these. There are not, 17, 18 round magazines, period. You have 5 or 6 shots depending on which one you pick up, and you have to be very strategic where you're firing these rounds to make sure that you can take out the next couple guys, or you can close the gap between you and your next gun, which would be one of the guys holding it, or so on and so forth. One mechanic I actually really like in this is the melee, where you can either take your empty gun, throw it at somebody, and that will cause their gun to jump out of their hand and towards you. So you can punch somebody in the head, grab their gun, shoot them in the head, move out of the way, and then engage your next target. And as you run out of ammunition, you can keep jumping, for lack of a better word, to your next target, to your next target, to your next target, to make sure that you have a constant, steady supply of ammunition. So one little tip that I picked up after I played this game for a while is I was in a scenario where I kept getting shot from this one particular guy, but I could pick up an object. The cool thing was that I found out is if you pick up an object and you see a round coming at you, you can throw that object to intercept that round in midair. So the bullet will hit that object, whatever it might be. Anything that you can pick up and throw, it will intercept that round coming towards you. And it'll stop it. It'll stop it dead in its tracks. It just explodes, and then you're safe. So if you have something that you're carrying, you see a round coming to you, just throw whatever you have. If it's your gun, throw your gun. That way you don't die, and you can just pick it right back up and continue with what you're doing. So let's get into the review portion. How would I rate this on a scale of 10? I would say it's a very good 8.5 out of 10, just because of the interesting aspects of it, the very interesting concept that they have of it. It's a cool game. I mean, it's something fun to play. I can see myself just kind of, relaxing, kind of chilling, hanging out, playing this game, trying to figure out puzzles and all that kind of stuff, while still trying to learn the leads of different items, trying to learn, the throws, the guns, and how they drop and all that kind of stuff. But the only reason I haven't rated it higher is because I want to see what happens next. They have a ton of potential with this game, and I want to see if they're going to utilize the full potential of that. I want to see if this is going to be a kind of one-hit wonder for the studio, and they're just kind of leave it at that. But I I'm really hopeful that they don't do that. I'm hopeful that this is just the start of something fantastic, and they're going to just continue to push this forward. The other reason that I rate it so highly is because of its replayability. There are a multitude of different ways that these scenarios can go. The enemy can come from different angles. The weapons will always stay the same. However, one guy running in from the left could fire a different way, could shoot you a different way, could pop out of a different place. It just all depends. Well, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate you guys taking a look. If you enjoyed this content, please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I know everybody says it, but it really does help out a lot. And make sure you check out my latest video, which was Far Cry Primal Episode 1. Thank you guys again, and have a good night.